believe deeply, you have to be the brand ambassador of your own brand, not some influencer who's never used your product or service, not some spokesperson who's going to be reading out from a script, but you. Because who else is going to know those tiny or experiential details about your story when you were actually building it? The struggles that you were going through at 3 a.m., or why you made certain decisions or pivots that you did. And how much can a person grasp if they're just to put it out for, I don't know, one single reel? And you know what? Even as a consumer, what I'm tired of? Influencer theater. Because everything seeming so performed. Like, I want that simplicity back. I want the authenticity that actually sticks out. I want to invest in a product or a service that I actually believe in. And you know when I'm going to believe in it? When the founder shows me that they believe in their own product. So it's it's such a happy feeling when I see, amidst that influencer noise also that exists on Instagram or LinkedIn, that there are founders who are shouting out for their brand, who are sharing their stories. Those are the kind of people that I follow. That is exactly the kind of person that I want to become as well. And you know what? I know the tactics while I'm figuring out like the minutest details when I'm also building it. But I'm here to build other founder brands because I want to help them tell their story. Whichever founder is watching this, I just want them to know that if you are hiding, then probably your brand is hidden too. Let me show you a business case for this actually, because I'm not doing this for ego. I'm doing this for better business. When you build your personal brand strategically, you create this flywheel, okay? Your experiences become your content. Your content attracts the right people. Basically, the people who resonate with the approach that you're going with, and that leads to better conversations. Better conversations lead to better clients, and better clients lead to better experiences. And those experiences tend to become your content all over again. I basically want my clients to come to me after knowing how I think, what I do, what kind of brands I've grown, and what exactly my process of work looks like. Okay. So technically, I want my sales pipeline to start at, hey, I've been following your content. Can you tell me a little bit more about your agency? Here's where it gets interesting. I am not just here to build my personal brand. I am positioning myself to be someone who is going to help other founders build their brands. Because honestly, the same problem that I had, I know a lot of other founders who do. Great product, but no visibility. Amazing service, no audience, and incredible insights to share, but not utilizing a platform enough. And you know what happens after the founders actually figure this out? You're going to rise above the flashier competitors that you might have. The mediocre agencies or the mediocre brands that are overshadowing you because of a better presence are not going to be able to do that, because you are going to have a great service and you're going to have a great brand to market it. So I am creating a solution for myself first, but also for the other founders that I work with, because honestly, I'm really tired of watching some amazing, incredible businesses being overshadowed by mediocre ones just because they have better marketing. Honestly, that's not fair to the business or the consumer. All right, we are going to make this actionable, something that you can do right after this episode. I am going to call it the story audit. Okay? We are going to start with a blank paper, and I start with writing my 5 wins. Okay? You could fill it up with anything. Let's say one latest client win, a breakthrough moment, a system that I formalized, a problem that I solved uniquely, and 5th, project I'm most proud of. Okay, I will fill this up for me as well after this. To be honest, I've already done a rough draft for it. That's how I have this template. But I want you to fill this. Okay. After that, we're not going to just stop at this. We are going to work with what it shows. Okay. Um, Example, let's say a breakthrough moment is gonna show me how I thought differently there. Okay. My latest client win is going to give me a roadmap on a particular concept that works. Maybe I took their traffic from 20K to 60K. So my roadmap comes from there. A system that I formalized is probably going to give me something that I changed or that I modified, basically a better way to do something or a more efficient way to do this. Okay. What exactly is going to happen with all of these 5 wins? Because these are not just, I'm not talking about just growth stories here. Okay. So no need to fill all of these with just client stories, even though you might have many of them. Okay. Make this a more holistic, wholesome approach and try to think about all the different things that you tackle at work and how you tackle them. So now that you've known what it shows, basically you are going to identify what is the most compelling one here. That is, from all of these stories that you've gathered, which is that one story that's going to make your right audience think, oh wow, I gotta try that approach. Okay. Now, the reason that I'm saying most compelling is because it's not like you shouldn't put the rest out, but you have to understand what is it that your target audience is looking at. We can delve into that in one of the later episodes more in depth, but that is what you do. And next part, which is the fourth step, which is, where am I sharing? Is it only sales calls? Is it going to be hidden in my case studies? Okay, part of my case studies, I'm going to be nice. Or nowhere. If I'm being honest, other than the client win, that is just one of the wins that we've mentioned in all the other 5, is probably the only one that is coming out, that too in a half-assed way in a case study. What about all the other wins that you've been having? Where is the platform for that? Most of you will realize that you're just sitting on this gold mine of stories and just not doing anything with it. I mean, what a waste. But you know what? This is not something that I'm doing to call you out, because till 3 months back, I was also sitting in a pile of gold doing nothing with it. Now, I've started collecting it, I have started documenting it, and I have started showcasing it. So this 4-step quick story audit that we did, it wasn't to show you some ugly side of what you're not doing, but it's basically to have it as an eye opener for you, because 3 months back it was for me, and I want to help you become a better brand in this journey of mine. So maybe just join me here.